What up, YouTube? Been a minute since I've been back on. It's been about 6 months. Didn't mean for it to be that long, but stuff happens sometimes. But nevertheless, you know what they say, better late than never, right? So I'm back again. Coming to you today. Want to talk to you about what does it mean for you to be great? What does it mean to you? What is your greatness? What do that mean to you? Is your greatness defined by or measured by how many people are around you? Meaning, do you got to have a lot of people around you in order to feel great, in order to feel like you somebody? Or is it you feel the need you have to be at a certain status, at a certain level in order to feel like you're great? Is your greatness determined by what you have, materialistic things, cars, clothes, shoes, money, stuff like that? Do that determine your greatness? Because let me tell you something, all that don't mean nothing. It comes and it can go. The other thing I want to talk about is people who don't like you. They don't like you, but yet they steadily trying to be like you. That makes a lot of nonsense, right? So I just want to talk about that today. Want to know what you think about it, what your take is on it, right? Now, here's the thing. We all go through things. We all got something to measure, something level, or something, right? I just want to know, what is it in you that keeps you going? What is your why? Why do you want to be great? Why do you choose to be great? Why do you believe that you are great? Because you gotta believe. So what is your why? I've been asking that kind of regularly lately. What is your why? What is your why? Why do you do what you do? What is your why? Because you need to understand that, because the better you are able to identify with what is your why, the better you're going to be able to find your purpose. Why do you continue to go on? Why do you continue to keep fighting and fighting, even though it seems like ain't nothing happening? Why do you continue to believe and believe, even though it seems like there's something going on? Why? What is your why? And why do you still listen to the people who don't mean you no good? You listen to them quicker than you do your supporters. Why? Why do you do that? Why would you want to do something like that? You're better than that. You have came too far. What is your why? Why do you continue to push even though you don't feel like it sometimes? What is your why? What is it? I'm asking you people, what is it? Because I tell you, when you find your why, you find your purpose. When you find your purpose, you find your destiny. And when you find your destiny, you find your greatness. It all ties into one another. They're all tied together. It's a domino effect. Believe that. Now, here's the other thing. Now that you found your why, now what are you going to do? What are you going to do now that you have found your why? Now it's time to go forth. Well, I really don't know how to quite go forth. Get started somewhere. Just start. The biggest thing is starting. Just like you want to work out, right? Yeah, man, I want to work out. I want to cut a little weight. Want to tone up a little bit. The toughest task is getting started. It's getting started, especially if you haven't worked out or you haven't done this in quite a bit of time. The hardest thing is getting started. But once you get active, once you get to moving and get started, then the ball starts rolling, right? What come after you find out what your why is? You got to get to moving now. You got to put words into action. You got to be active. And my cousin Howard would say, active. You got to be active. You got to be moving. That's it. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. What is your why? Finding your why and finding what to do after you find your why is very important. They're tied together. Now that we have found our why, now what are you going to do? How are you going to impact not only your life, but someone else's life. Because some of the storms that you have went through, some of the trials that you have went through, some of the things that you have gone through and endured in your life, the hardship, the shortcomings, was not only for you, but it was for somebody else, for you to help somebody else, for you to witness to somebody else, for you to encourage somebody else, inspire somebody else, motivate somebody else. It was for somebody else. Your why. Now your what after your why. But your why will help somebody else. That's what it is about. Best believe that. Your why is about helping someone else. Not only just you, but those around you, but also others as well. So many times, we get so caught up in so many things of this life, of this world. The coming and going, constantly coming and going of life, that sometimes we forget to take time out for ourselves. We forget to take time out for ourselves to really get to learn ourselves or get to know ourselves. Maybe you get out of a relationship. Maybe you coming out of a divorce. Maybe you a widow or widower and you ready to get back in. The question is, have you found your why? Why do you want back in? And the other thing is, have you taken the time to get to know yourself again? Have you taken that important amount of time to get to learn you all over again? Because if you haven't, you can't expect someone else to do it for you to know that for you. That's unfair. That's unfair to them. That's unfair to you. What is your why? What is your why? Because see, so many times we allow things of this life, of this world, to really plague us. Fighting against our former self, fighting against our old self all the time, it seems like. You know, why? Because the old you wants to stay put and stand pat. But the newer you, the newness that is coming forward, don't have time, don't have no room for the old. Only new. Maybe for some of you, maybe that's what you're experiencing right now. Maybe you know, it seemed like your clothes that you had. It seemed like now you gotta get new ones. Gotta get new shoes. Gotta get new this. Gotta get new that. New. Because it's a newness. It's your time. It's your time to move forward. You have put in the grind. You have found out what is your purpose. You have found your why. Now it's time to go forth in your why. It's time to activate your faith. It's time to become active. It's time to become not only a hearer, but a doer of your why. Become active, become movable, become powerful in your why. And in your greatness that is in you, the measure of greatness is that is on the inside of you. Yes, I'm talking to you. What is your why? What is it? I promise you, you won't never regret it. I promise you that. What is your why? When you find your why, you find your purpose. And when you find your purpose, you find your destiny. And when you find your destiny, you find your greatness. I keep saying it all the time. It's tied to one another. It's tied to one another. The other thing. What is your most powerful attribute? What is the most powerful thing you think of when it comes to yourself? Maybe you feel like you're strong or powerful in writing. You've been gifted to write, maybe. Maybe you've been gifted in business. Maybe you have business savvy. Maybe you've been gifted in coaching. Who knows? You know, one of those things. The possibilities are endless, but you have been given a measure of something. What is your why? Why do you continue to want to be involved in business? Why do you want to coach? Why do you want to be a coach? What is your why? Why do you still keep doing it? Why you want to still keep teaching? What is your why? Maybe it's because you want to empower students. You want to empower the next generation. You want to leave something better or greater than what you once found it in, the state that you're founded in. If you only reach one, that one was worth it. If you reach a few more, it was worth the battle. It was worth the fight. It was worth the trial. It was worth it. It was worth it. Is that you? Is it? Is that you? I promise you, you won't never regret it. Finding your why will be one of the greatest things in your life. One of the greatest things in your life. I promise you that. Now, in closing, because I don't want to be on here long. In closing, I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something about you. I want to tell you something about your haters. See, here's something about you. See, you probably are thinking or feeling like you haven't been in something. You ain't been in this long. You ain't good enough yet. You ain't ready yet. Maybe you're not smart enough. Maybe you don't have enough. But look at what all you done so far. Your actions tell you otherwise, but your mouth and your mindset is trying to get you out of position of your greatness, out of position of your blessings, out of position. Stay in position. Trust what has been placed on the inside of you and stick with it and multiply it and add to it. Because if it's not multiplying, if it's not adding to your life, then it's subtracting and it's dividing. And you have come too far. You have come too far for that. I promise you. You're better than that. You're greater than that. I believe in you. That's why I'm on here. That's why I'm putting this YouTube video out. Because you're greater than that. Okay? The other thing is with your haters. See, you can always tell where about you're at in life or where about your head are going by your haters. Your haters will always let you know how well you are doing and what you are doing. Because I never seen somebody hate on a nobody. I ain't never seen it. Not one day in my life. I never seen it. So, I'm telling you, you won't regret it. Keep grinding to glory. Make your haters your motivators. Because you too blessed to be stressed. You too anointed to be disappointed. I'm telling you. We have all heard that cliche. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. But many of us ain't never stood up for nothing. So how can you fall for something? It's time that you stand up, and not only stand up, but it's time that you step out. That you look up and you get up and don't never give up. But you step out. Step out on faith. Step out on that very thing. Step out on your why. Remember, what is your why? Remember that. What is your why? And what all goes along with that. And I promise you, you will be not only better, but you'll be ready so you don't have to get ready. You'll be ready to embrace and walk in your newness, but to walk in your greater, your destiny and your purpose. Why you was put here in this earth, the God that is within you, greater than he that is in me, than he that is in the world. The God that is within you. Tap into it. You just may be surprised what all is there. And you haven't even tapped into it yet. You haven't even hit tip of the iceberg yet with what has been placed on the inside of you. But I believe in you enough to tell you that. All right? Just want to get on here real quick, real fast. Don't want to be long at all. Just want to help somebody along, help encourage somebody, motivate somebody, push somebody along to let you know, hey, you're not alone. You're not alone in this race. You're not alone in this journey, in this walk. You're not alone, okay? All right, I love you. Until I be back on here again, hopefully it won't be another 6 months. I don't plan on it. I promise you that. But until I be back on here again, I bid you farewell. I love you. And shalom.